lamenting a little bit that summer's almost over. And, you mentioned that here we are, the end of summer, and Bitcoin's kind of languishing. I actually prepped for that. So I am wearing the hopeful green candle pants, but I'm wearing the Bitcoin
the roller coaster
sock game. And
where's our volatility?
Because the thing about roller coasters, right, is everybody thinks of the ups and downs, the whoop-de-doos. But the real thing about a roller coaster is you end up in the same place. You take a trip and you end up in the same place. And we've been stuck on this roller coaster since February, the end of February. And, we've had these, kind of where we lock in the track and go up, and then we come down, and then we go back up. The one thing that has me nervous, Scott, is
BitcoinZella stands out with its simplicity and clarity. We've crafted an experience that anyone can dive into, whether you're a crypto expert or just a new to the crypto world. Now, guess who keeps his eye on us? The author of best-selling book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And we want to take this opportunity and thank all the people who trusted us, and we read every comment. And the best part, it's free. Subscribing now means you will get all new information for free. Don't just follow the trends, stay ahead of them. Subscribe to BitcoinZella today and enjoy the new edge. Mark Yusko explains the big shift in the crypto cycle, the effect of ETF, and what's his prediction for the upcoming months.
You could look at the chart and say, oh yeah, this is just a normal consolidation pattern. We're range bound between kind of, 50K and 75K. And we're just prepping for the next major assault. You could also look at it and say, it's a little distributive, right? We've had 3 lower highs and 3 lower lows. We really need to take out 68.6 in the next run. And that, if we don't do that, I start to get a little nervous, because you talk about, the institutions are coming, Paul Revere was right with one caveat. The institutions, the biggest ones, the ones that everybody, brags about when the 13Fs come out. Oh, Millennium has $2 billion of Bitcoin ETFs. No. I mean, yes, they do, but they're short $2 billion of futures on the other side. They have 0 net position, and that future selling is causing this whoop-de-doo pattern. And I keep going back to the 2017 quote from Leo Melamed, right? So in 2017, last bull run, not the last bull run, but the bull run back then. And, everyone was starting to say, hey, this thing is here. And the big banks were like, F that. No, this needs to go away. This needs to be killed. And Melamed, who runs the CME, said, we'll tame Bitcoin. I'm like, that was an interesting choice of word, right? That, wolf of all streets, right? Wild animals, we got to tame them. And no one really paid attention. And actually, you and I did a show, it was either on the 9th or the 10th. I mean, it was literally right as the ETFs were getting approved. And I said that everyone's focused on the ETF approval. And that's awesome. But what they're not focusing on is on the same day, January 10th, the CME approved a whole slew of other futures contracts.
Pavel Durov, the CEO of Telegram, has been released from custody on a $5.5 million bail after receiving criminal charges related to his role at Telegram. Non-fungible token, NFT, marketplace OpenSea has received a Wells notice from the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, and a South Korean crypto entrepreneur, accused of stealing $826 million from crypto investors, was stabbed in the neck by an alleged victim during a court hearing. Pavel Durov, the founder and CEO of the messaging app Telegram, has been released from custody after being charged by French authorities and placed under judicial supervision after appearing in court. According to an August 28 Bloomberg report, French prosecutors said they had indicted Durov with criminal charges related to his role at Telegram. He was barred from leaving France and required to post 5 million euros in bail before he could be released from custody. A widely shared video from Russian state-owned news outlet RIA Novosti shows Durov walking free from a Paris courthouse on August 28. Police delivered Durov to court after being detained at an airport north of Paris on August 24. After his arrest, prosecutors said the Telegram founder had been taken into custody as part of a judicial investigation from July against person unnamed. The charges included complicity with illegal activities, refusal to communicate to authorities, money laundering, criminal association, and providing cryptology services without prior declaration. OpenSea CEO Devin Finzer has disclosed that the NFT marketplace received a Wells notice from the SEC, signaling a potential enforcement action. According to an August 28 social media post, Finzer said the SEC alleges that OpenSea facilitated the trading of unregistered securities on its platform. "This is a move into uncharted territory," Finzer said. By targeting NFTs, the SEC would stifle innovation on an even broader scale. Hundreds of thousands of online artists and creatives are at risk, and many do not have the resources to defend themselves. The securities regulator has issued several Wells notices to crypto firms, warning of potential enforcement actions tied to alleged securities violations. Several cases are ongoing despite a recent Supreme Court opinion that could limit the SEC's ability to pursue regulatory action against crypto firms.
And the problem with futures, and this is, again, a dirty little secret that, it's like, watch the airplane, look out for the submarine. Everybody's like, oh, this is not a security. Bitcoin is not a security. Ethereum is not a security. Be careful what you ask for, y'all. You got exactly what they wanted. It is deemed a commodity. Why does that matter? Because commodities can be and have been controlled by the price, by this futures morass. Because in the old days, if I wanted to sell you a barrel of oil, I actually had to have a barrel of oil that I could get and put on a truck or in a pipe and send to you. But once futures came along, I don't have to have any freaking oil. I can create a barrel of oil out of thin air. I can increase the supply of oil on paper. And as long as we settle the contract before I have to go get some oil and deliver it to, I can mess with the price. And look at gold. Gold's been spoofed for almost a decade now. And same thing in other commodity prices. So we all think we won the war, but be careful of the other side. They're not as dumb as we think they are. I mean, maybe Ms. Warren is, but most of them are not as dumb. And Kamala,
Wall Street isn't.
Maybe,
the politicians might be.
Most politicians.
NVIDIA's earnings call did not disappoint as its chief financial officer, Colette Kress, announced second quarter earnings of $30 billion, beating its previous estimate by $2 billion. The bullish results could buoy the burgeoning artificial intelligence sector as markets reopen on Thursday, August 29. NVIDIA held its Q2 earnings call on August 28 in what investors and analysts have been treating as a sort of Groundhog's Day for the AI industry. Kress' announcement that the company posted Q2 revenue of $30 billion should be enough to allay any worries about an AI winter. The figures beat estimates by about 7%, continuing the firm's streak of record-breaking quarters and prompting positive responses across social media. Company projections for record-setting revenues of $32.4 billion in the Q3 further boosted investor morale. According to Chief Financial Officer Kress, the company will hold its next earnings call on November 20. Kress attributed the growth to graphics processing unit sales, excitement over the company's upcoming Blackwell chips, and positive performance in data services, domestically and internationally, specifically emphasizing gains in the Chinese market. Discussing the upcoming Blackwell platform, Kress said the company was on pace to release the new hardware and software suite to strong demand. Blackwell production is scheduled to begin in the fourth quarter and continue into 2026, with revenues expected to increase. Demand is well above supply, and we expect this to continue into next year, said Kress. And do not forget to subscribe to Bitcoin Seller. The most important news will reach your inbox on a daily basis and for free. I do not know why you have not subscribed yet. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more daily updates. Remember, knowledge is power, and we're here to empower you on your financial journey. Until next time, happy investing.